You're listening to the Gag On This podcast.
I see you standing up and I want to knock you down.
No way.
People eat Jack in the Box all the time.
Jack in the Box, everything at Jack in the Box tastes better than everything at McDonald's, period. Everything.
Ooh, better than the McRib?
What?
You know what?
People eat that?
You want a confession?
Oh, yeah, I fucking love that. Are you kidding me? That's my favorite thing about McDonald's.
Dude, I've never eaten a McRib in my life, ever.
Good.
I have
Same
one.
here. Nothing against it. I have never had one.
Yeah, because you don't have money when it's McRib season.
It's a seasonal thing, right? So it can't be that good, right?
Either that or it's that good.
They can only make it during the time when like the raccoon population is like out of control.
Those little chihuahuas taste just fine with me.
You put sauce on it, it tastes good.
Well,
Make
fuck.
it saucy.
On that note, this is the Gag On This podcast. Woo!
What up?
Yeah.
Episode description. We'll have the show and guest social media. Like and follow us at @GagOnThis_pod on Instagram and Twitter, and then I believe it's Gag On This Pod on Facebook. I don't know. Probably should know that.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can hear the episode 2 days before it's released, and you can see our beautiful faces. Well, mine at least.
Fuck you.
Like what you hear, leave a review. Hate what you hear. I hear the
Suck a
Haitians are
dick.
looking for more missionaries. Okay, good. I'm glad Ryan got that. That was a little bit of a deep cut. I'm sorry for the other two. I'm your host, Big Nick. I'm joined by the Italian stallion, nationally traveling comedian, the luscious Danny D.
Hey.
Sharon is not here because he is doing his poetry thing, I believe. Rob is not here because he had a tooth pulled and he's hopped up on goofballs.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
I did tell him if he gets really loaded, he should come on just to spew nonsense.
If I've done it on acid, he can do it on fucking painkillers.
Yeah, but that was rough. You
For
on
you,
acid.
not for me.
But no worries, because we got hilarious guest host Gabriel Alexander.
Boo.
Fuck you.
And we are joined as our guest, the hilarious Ryan goddamn Holloway.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo!
Salutations.
I am calling you that from now on. Every time I see you, I'm going to go, is that Ryan goddamn Holloway? That's your new nickname.
As long as somebody gets my name right, man, it's been a battle.
Why? What do people say?
It's just they look at it and then they just say Ryan. They just butcher. They put weird letters in that don't belong there, like Ryan Zebra.
It's because you're black. That's why.
It
They're going to
is.
make it more hard than it is.
Absolutely.
You know? They're like, yeah, your name can't be this normal.
That's how it usually goes. They look at it and they look at me and they're like,
Ryan?
Jamal. That's not. It's not Jamal. It's
Shamar.
Exactly. So thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Hey, no worries. We're professionals here at Gag On This podcast.
Absolutely.
It's weird because we call him Ryan, but I went around his family and they all call him Rion. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, he likes Riri. Big Rihanna.
Wow. Well, fun fact, Gabe's last name is actually Hernandez, but he changed it like the Sheens and the Estevezes did.
I 100% I did.
His mom actually made him change it a long time ago. She was like, you're not going to carry on this fucking name. That's it.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And it was my mom because she was never married because she's the fucking horrible person.
Well, because your mom's a Mexican girl. You got pregnant at 15. Had lots of kids. Stayed in
like
Stockton.
after the kids.
You just gave your story, Danny. Don't give up your life story.
I was 21.
Hold on, let's
As
not.
soon as she tasted alcohol, she was letting people bust in her freely.
Way before that, honey.
Let's not overlook the fact that Ryan just made a great fucking joke that I think nobody heard. When Danny said, Gabe popped out of his mom at 15, he said, was that before or after the quinceañera?
Before,
During.
of course. Before, of course.
All right, so I have some questions. The first question is, what is the significance, let me in the club, for We Outside?
Yo, it was just something that people were saying in a bunch of songs or whatnot, and then we end up getting outside. So I just been saying We Outside. I think it's something I'm going to say forever. Like, bless up. DJ Khaled was saying that like 5-7 years ago, but I keep saying it even though it's played out. But I guess we outside, and it sounds exciting. When I leave my house, I'm happy to be outside. We outside. It means nothing, but it seems to get people excited. It's provocative. It gets the people going.
It means everything for prisoners. We outside. Oh, no, you're not.
We outside.
And it definitely scares older white women. They're like, oh, who's outside?
Exactly.
And that's why we do it. That's the
thing. Also, there's this. Gabe is the king of making just videos wherever we're at. Like, he's the best promo comic in the game. Like, we're here. I needed something cool to say, because I always just do this. So I just needed something cool to say. So eventually he put it on me and I was like, we outside. And then from then on, I just keep saying that because I had nothing cool to say, because he'll just pull the camera out randomly like this and I had to be ready. So we outside.
All right. So one thing I do want to say is we reached out to Gabe. Or I did, actually, because Danni was lacking on her fucking booking skills. I reached out to Gabe and I asked him, I said, who is someone that you think is funny that should be on this podcast? And I swear maybe a minute later, he responded with Ryan Holloway. That dude's hilarious.
I'm honored. Unbelievable. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. It's interesting, the way I met Gabe was just being in quarantine, like in the Valley. I started following people again to like get on stage once things opened up. And because I happened to follow him, he posted something about an open mic at Sweetbot in Stockton, California. And I pulled up there because of his post. I was like, hey man, I saw your post. That's why I'm here. He gave me a bunch of different dates to be at for other mics all over the place. And since then, we just been rocking together. So me and him did like an impromptu written performance on Monday. He wrote this like how to be a motivator speech, and I took the speech and then just did all the things in the speech and posted on IG. So yeah, he's a great mind, man. Great minds think alike, and I'm honored to know that I thought of me so fast. So that's cool, man. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
By the way, for the audio listeners, you are not getting the gloriousness of Danni D's face right now. What are you doing?
I had to load my glass blunt.
That looks outstanding.
Oh yes, it's so.
That looks really cool.
Is it textured on the outside?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's just weed inside of it.
Oh,
it's like a screw, and like you fill up the tube, but then the screw like grinds all the weed down. Pretty cool. Like I can load it, and it will last me like a mic if I don't share.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Danni D, Ryan's met you before.
Yeah, I know.
I met her at Sunrise.
That's where I'm hosting tonight.
Hilarious. Yeah, Nick was telling me that you're rocking the mic over there. It should be cool. At 8:30 per usual, or you gotta start a little bit later than usual?
No, we're gonna start at 8:30.
Okay. All right, cool. That's a nice place to be. Cool.
Are you gonna go?
Not tonight. I was invited to an outstanding podcast. It's like that's just what I'm doing today. What I'm doing today. Like I blocked out my whole day. Like I had a Zoom interview for like for like Apple earlier at 10 a.m. I was like, no, I cannot have anything affecting my Zoom today. No. So it's all I'm doing. This is it.
Damn. See how important we are, Nick?
The commitment, man. The commitment. I was very impressed when I saw how much your character on the cover matches you. It's outstanding. Are you going to change the color of your hair when you change the thing, or how's that going to work out? What's the plan for that?
Oh no, she's fucking stuck with red hair.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, that's not true.
No joke. When she first started coming on and we added her to the logo, we gave her red hair, and I think she actually got mad because she was just like, what if I want to change my hair? And I'm like, well, you fucking can't.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
No, you can't. So one thing I want to talk about is, Ryan, you do the Uncut Gems Podcast.
I do.
So explain what that is and all that.
Yeah, me and one of my good friends, he is a videographer and filmmaker in LA. I've known him since I was probably I've known him over 20 years. We went to high school together in Manteca, California. And we pretty much cover whatever's topical, current events, politics, whatever happened, like John Gruden being fired, Kanye West changing his name, Kanye running for president, everything that happened in 2020, Tiger King review. We talked about the Dave Chappelle thing, obviously. Towards the end, we usually give like an interview of the week, a song of the week, a question of the week from like a viewer or a listener. We're not as high tech as y'all quite yet. We're all audio. So people are listening and they'll write in like, hey, I just want to know, I want to know what you guys would do with $1 billion, or what's Dell's favorite J. Cole song? My co-host name is About Dell Time. He's a huge J. Cole fan. He's a stan, actually, a huge stan. He was in Houston, missed the whole episode to go and like have J. Cole sit between his thighs and redo his dreads. So I had to run a whole episode by myself. But yeah, it's primarily current events. We run anywhere from like 45 minutes to about an hour and a half. We've been doing it. It'll be 2 years in February. We're on episode 116.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's been cool. It's been a good time. It's been a really good time.
Dope. I didn't even know that, dude. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Don't even know each other.
It's like one of those things where you know how everyone has a podcast. So I don't really mention it.
I have two.
Comes up, right? Like I told Mark Maple about it once, and I forget. Well, Mark Maple has his own podcast. When I told him, he was like, "Yeah, okay," and just kept talking. I'm like, "No shit. Like you even have one. Why would I tell you that in conversation?"
Don't tell Mark Maple shit.
You can't really tell Mark Maple stuff. Like you can't. You really can't.
No.
Yeah, Gabe, I have a whole podcast. Tune in, bro. What type of friend are you? Unbelievable.
Yeah, horrible friend.
I didn't know. I didn't know Danny D had two.
I do.
That's just more evidence of her loving the double fist stuff. You know what I mean? Just fucking podcast.
Not only that, she does a morning radio show, so she's a triple input chick.
I've played Gabe on the radio.
I know she's awesome for that.
I've played Gabe on the radio. So yeah,
you DJ as well, Danny DJ on the ones and twos, all that.
No, I host a morning show.
For real?
And I get to feature any comic, or I get to do anything I want, basically. So for the most part, I just can't say the F word. So it works. I don't say it too much, but yeah, I feature different comics and talk about shit.
Okay,
super cool.
It's pretty cool. They bought me this microphone.
Microphone and a board. They sent her everything to do this show.
Yeah, and I've been doing this shit with Nick for years. He didn't send me motherfucking shit.
Yeah, I'm not about to buy you your own board. What the fuck?
We're not. Best wifey ever. Fucking buy it for me now.
Unbelievable. And then Nick, we do every once in a while we'll do like a YouTube video. So we have a channel for it as well. Uncut Gems Pod at YouTube, and we'll do like random like who should replace Black Panther. Like we had this one skit where we did overrated, underrated things, most random things, where they one night stands, mustard, pickles, overrated.
I love pickles.
Do you feel like they're rated correctly or underrated or overrated?
Rated pickles?
They have to be like crunchy, and they gotta have like the spicy ones. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like spicy pickles.
So they're overrated. If it requires all that, that's not. They're overrated. That's it. Yeah. That's where we're at. So we do fun stuff like that.
You and Dylan Collins. What did pickles do to you guys? You and Dylan Collins.
I think they're one of those foods that they weren't supposed to be a food. Somebody fucked up and left that cucumber in vinegar. It's like, this is what we're going to do now. No, people aren't supposed to eat that shit. It's like black people eating chitlins. We're not supposed to be eating that shit. It was an accident. No one's supposed to be eating that type of stuff.
Yeah, it's a delicious accident, though.
Ryan just lost all his black fan base in one sentence.
Fun fact. I'm gonna let you guys know a little secret of the black community. Nobody likes chitlins. We just say that. It's true.
I'll tell you this: the smell when they cook it. I've had chitlins before. The smell when they cook it is you got to experience that once in your life. You just got, you know what I mean? It's one of those, dude.
Everyone should experience.
And it's the same thing like when Mexicans cook menudo and they have to do the lining of the stomach.
No.
That it's very similar. So I have a lot of friends who do eat chitlins and they eat menudo and they love it.
Nope.
Yeah, you guys are gross.
1000% right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about them collard greens though?
Greens are the shit.
I like greens.
You can't go wrong with greens.
Really?
It's a vegetable. You season it right. It's good. The greens are deceiving though, because when you get the bunch and you cook it down, it's 3 bowls of greens. You can have a garage full of greens, a 3-car garage full of greens. You cook it down and it fills a sink.
It's Thanksgiving. That's it. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's like bacon. It's never the same size at the end.
It's like your dick. I'm just kidding.
My dick is always small from beginning to end. It stays small, dude.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That's the type of consistency that more women need, Gabe. So you're doing the right thing. That's consistency.
I'm doing God's work.
That's why he was available right away when Nick messaged him. Like, I know.
Jesus.
God damn. Oh, how I missed this. You know I'm mad at Danny D? Because she didn't tell me you were coming, Nick, to the show.
Why do I need to make an announcement that he's fucking coming to the show? It's my show.
Hey, dude, we had the most awkward exchange ever. And I didn't realize it was him until he put me on blast on Twitter the next day.
You're not the only one.
I'm at the bar,
Right.
and I'm waiting for my beer. And a very, very tall, large man walks up and goes, "Hey, Gabe." He goes, "Hey, what's going on, Gabe?" And I go, "Oh, hey, what's up?" I did not recognize him because when's the last time I gagged on that, or the last time I gagged on this?
Never.
That's how you say it. When's the last time I gagged on that? It was
Fuck, that was like
2020.
Yeah, beginning of the
and I don't
pandemic.
think you've ever even met him in person.
No, and so he walks up, and he rubs my back, and then he shakes my hand, and he goes, and by the way, I got chills. I felt great. It was a great back rub. I want you to know.
He probably has real soft hands.
It was awesome. But he goes, "Hey, Gabe," and I go, "Hey, how you doing?" And I kind of just turn away, and
no, Gabe. First of all, I'm going to stop you right there. You don't kind of turn away. You make a point of like, I'm going to give you my shoulder so you don't fucking talk to me anymore, kind of thing.
Thought you were getting hit on, Gabe.
And now you're on our podcast.
Here's the thing. It freaked me out because I didn't recognize him. Right. So it was a guy who I didn't recognize, knew my name, and then kind of like touched me, and I was just like, "Oh."
It reminded you of your childhood or something? Like...
It reminded me of my uncle. Yes, and I didn't no. So I walked outside, and I go, "Hey, do you know?" I walked up to David Thorne and Nick Michelson.
Oh yeah.
And I walked up to him, and I was like, "Hey, is he a comic?" Or I was like, "How come I don't like?" I felt really bad, and I go, "Is he a comic?" And they're like, "Who?" And then he had left. I think he went to the corner. They couldn't see him. They're like, "Who are you talking about?" And I go, "Well, this guy came and he rubbed my back."
Touched me.
And then
he touched me.
And then Nick goes, "You have a nice back, man. You know what I mean? People want to touch it."
That's what Nick Michelson would say. That's what he would say.
It was so funny, dude. And then the next day, right? We do the show.
Yeah, you didn't say anything to me. You didn't say you were touched by a weird guy.
Dude. And then after that, we do the show. Everything, the show goes.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I'm on Twitter. And I look, and then someone tagged me in a post, and I look at it's Nick, and he's like, those awkward moments, and I go, "Holy shit, was that you, bro?" Now I feel like a dick. I was like,
Did you know he didn't have any idea, Nick, of who the fuck you were?
Oh, right when he said hello and did the shoulder, I was like, honestly, this was my genius. I thought, okay, well, I could be like, "Hey, Gabe, it's Nick from Gag On This." But in my head, I was like, you know what? This is just going to be a better story if I just leave it as is.
Yeah, dude. No, dude, we went on a rant back and forth to each other. I was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know." No. We were talking. Hella people were chiming in, and it was just like, I felt so bad because I was like, "Holy shit, I did not recognize him."
You're going to hell.
And even when I watch your guys' podcast on YouTube, I know Danny because I see her face.
You're only staring at me. That's it. You're only jerking off and staring at me. You're not staring at the rest of them.
Well, I've jacked off to Nick. I've jacked off to Nick before.
Somebody knows your name, and you're not like, who are you or how did we meet? It's
Yeah.
just
I just
you're back. Like,
first off, Nick is I think he's barely tipping over the height of 7'11".
No, he's not even that tall. He's like 5'11".
I'm 6'2".
Okay, he's 6'2", but he's hunched over.
I'm under
You know?
5'8". That means everyone over 6 looks like a giant.
I'm 5'2". How do you think I feel?
But yeah, dude, I was just cool. Like he said, I kind of let him know, like, I don't know who you are, but thank you. And I shook his hand. Like, it wasn't like, ew, who are you? But I was just like, oh. But then I was just like,
Do you think it was someone from your past? Like,
I thought
some
I was like,
vato gonna get you?
I was like, I drink entirely way too much.
It's
Yeah.
true. The thing is, Gabe is so popping. He just thought it was a fan. Gabe's so popping. Gabe be everywhere. Like, hey, what's up, Gabe? Like, oh, sorry, bro. Like,
No, dude,
it could be,
here's the thing. Everyone that
someone
I
from
know-
Tico.
I've never had. I've only one other time someone's recognized me who wasn't a comic.
Yeah, because you ain't shit.
I will never forget this. Watch this shit. You're gonna crack up. So I'm walking around downtown,
Yeah.
Old Sack,
Okay.
and some white lady stops and she goes, "Hey, do you do comedy?" And I go, "Yeah." I felt so good. I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh my God, are you going to be over here tonight?" And I said, "Oh, I am." It was for the pro-am. I go, "Yeah, I am." And she goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "I was telling my friend about you." And I was like, "What?" And they came over. You know what the lady said? Not fucking playing. She goes, "Your name's Artie, right? Artie Valenzuela?"
Yeah. I mean, you're a
I
little
was
bit
like-
cuter than him, but not that by much.
I mean,
I was
But
like,
let's talk to
dude,
Ryan.
what the
Enough of your
fuck,
fucking
man?
story, Gabe.
I
Fuck
guess
you.
that's not that bad.
Ryan, where did you come from? How long have you been doing comedy? Are you a 209 boy?
The kinda, yeah, semi. I've been in the game like a couple years. I took a class at Comedy Spot under John Ross,
Okay.
just to get on stage, you know. When I did it,
Yeah.
I had like this grocery outlet joke that I wrote. I was like, "Oh, this is dope. I can do this or whatever."
Yeah.
And then I went to a couple mics. I used to go to Monty's Asia May. Used to
Oh,
host-
yeah. I used to go to that
Asia
shit.
May. Yeah, she hosted Monty's on like Thursdays.
I live right by it.
in Rancho.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, I used to live in Capitol Village by where CVS is over there on the
Okay.
other side, where Park West Casino
Yeah.
is. So I would go over there back and forth or whatever, and I moved to the Bay Area. Got caught up in work, sold my soul, or whatever. And I was like, "Yo, I missed this. I'm gonna get back on stage." Went to Love's in the city. The next week, the world just ended, and I was like, "Oh, just when everything was gonna get lit." But in the background, I was still writing. Me and my co-hosts were still working on our podcast, so I just
Did
had
you
to-
do Zoom?
No, I wasn't really.
No.
I need I'm like arrogant enough where I need like the adoration like up front, and I don't want to fail like in my room, and then I got to sleep in here, and then the failure is just in here. So
Yeah, you already do enough bad things, I'm sure, in your room.
you know what I mean?
You feel
Like,
bad about them.
And those bad things you could just wipe up, but this is like spiritual internally. You know?
Yeah, no, I feel it. I like to feel rejection in person, not in my room alone.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, just writing in the cuts and then going to LA to record the podcast with my co-host back and forth. And then as I said, once things I was in a sense of where when the city opened back up, I'll go back to the Bay, but we didn't get called back to the office. So I've just still been working remote. And earlier in 2021, again, I just followed a bunch of comics all over the place so I could find out what the fuck was popping. And met Gabe and went to a couple other places. And then since May, I've been on stage probably like 10 times, about 10 times a month since like May 1st, maybe.
Yeah, Gabe do you have a car, Ryan?
I do have a car.
Yeah, that's why Gabe loves you. Gabe gets around more than anyone I know. For a man with no car, he gets out more than I do. And I'm like, Jesus.
Well, dude, here's the thing. Because I just look for comics who want to hit up mics, dude. I'm like, you want to hit up a mic? Let's go hit up this mic. And
You just got to come and pick me up on the south side of Stockton. And, don't get
No
a
one's been
burrito.
shot
Don't
yet.
stop.
no one's been shot yet.
No, that's fine.
But it's like, it reminds me when I played basketball when I was younger. Like usually like if someone wants to go somewhere and like they don't have a ride, but they want to go, like they're probably not going to flake on you.
100%. Yeah.
Right. Versus it's like, oh, let's go to a mic. All right, cool. I'll meet you there. And it's like, oh, did you make it? Nah, I couldn't. Today's foot rub Fridays for my girlfriend. I couldn't come out. Like, what the fuck?
For a Friday, that sounds amazing. Who the fuck does that?
So with Gabe, I know he's gonna go. Like I know he's
picking him up. Obviously, he's gonna go. No, it's cool to find people that love comedy as much as you love comedy.
Absolutely. I would never give him a ride if he sucked, you know? So
oh yeah, no. Yeah.
I'll work yourself out. Like he would ride with me if I sucked because like I don't care. I'm gonna do better than him. But
and you drove the car, so fuck you. You have to tolerate me. But yeah, if he was a shitty comic, yeah, I get it.
I can't just take him places. Like, what are you gonna silly?
No, this mother, yeah.
So yeah, I'm from Northern California. I'm Sac State graduate. San Francisco, worked. I went out in elementary school there. I went to high school here in like the 209. So I'm kind of from everywhere.
Okay.
So you took the comedy spot class with John Ross. What did you think of it? Because I took it as well, and I'm curious.
I think that for me, it wasn't necessarily the. I didn't really need the. How do you say? The comedy teaching of it, just more or less the fundamentals of it. And I need something to get me on stage because, like, when I saw open mics, like, I'm like, I can't just go up there and do that. That's crazy. So to pay for a class and be it's like when people pay for a trainer, they say, I'll pay for the trainer, I'm going to go to the gym. Yeah. It's like I pay for the class. I'm like, if I pay it, I'm going to go up there. So it was cool to learn, like, what's that word called? It's cool to learn, like, the etiquette.
Yeah, like how to do the microphone and the
the stick for the mic and then move the thing back. And then there's people in the class. So, like, you get to speak to them. And my favorite part of the whole thing was everyone trying to like write these jokes from stories we had and then the feedback from it. Because at work, when you sit in like group think areas, like everyone has a good idea. Okay, every idea is great. Yay. Or like at school. But when you're talking to people with jokes, like, nah, it sucks. You gotta change that line. I don't like it. So that was dope to me. Like the whole writer room thing was ill. So basically what I learned, was primarily the etiquette and like that really like jokes are really like, a lot of them are stories. Then he talked about like one philosophy I thought was kind of dope was like the self-deprecation aspect. So like if you're going to talk, he's like primarily like for men, if you're going to talk down on women, make sure you talk about why you're a dick.
Yeah.
Or like if you're going to talk shit about your wife, like make sure you talk about why you're a horrible husband. Like it has to be like balanced or she just like look like an asshole. And I was like, oh shit, that's wild. Like so there were like some like I don't think you can go there and like get funny. But I do believe that if you're someone that like wants to understand the etiquette or wants to just find out how like the nuts and bolts of it, I think it's great for anyone. Like I would have paid more for that, honestly. It was cool. I teach a class now too. It's $200 on Venmo, and I will teach you all the etiquette you need to know about comedy in Tell me more.
Northern California. I'll message you the details later. Gabe will get an invite too. It'll be a group of you and your two. I'll come out to the 209.
You'll come out, and where will it be? Like after 11 p.m. to like 1 a.m. type of class? No. It's not gonna be like it's not gonna be like a late night class now. No, it's gonna be like a 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. class. Will it be like, it's not going to, it's not going to be a booty call. No, I'm not. I charge
Ryan's
more
like,
for those.
will it be candlelit?
I charge more for those, but I'm going to teach you comedy etiquette. $200 Venmo at Rad Chick Forever. And then I'll let you know that if you made it or not. There's a lot of applicants.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, I'll take the 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. slot when that slot opens up because I can tell you're popping. So once you don't have the early ones anymore, I'll take the late one, and we good.
All right, we'll see.
We in there, Gabe. We in there. Gabe, you need a ride? I'll bring you.
Yeah.
Fucking Gabe knows where I live, so watch out.
Pick me up.
Got you. What'd you think of the class, Nick? You said you took it. How long ago was that?
Oh, 3 to 4 years ago.
Okay. Right.
And I had John Ross as well, and I didn't get a lot out of it.
Well, and Nick, when doing comedy today, how do you find that you use those skills you learned in the class?
Hey, my Twitter is popping with people thinking I am hilarious. So shut your face, woman.
All right.
No, but
I like your Twitter.
Thank you. See, somebody does. But no,
which was popping. Like, oh my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say pretty much the same thing as you. Like, I knew I wasn't going to get up unless someone forced me to.
Right.
The only issue with the comedy spot class I was in is I think he recently had a baby or something.
Oh.
So he had to cancel like 2 weeks.
Oh.
And then instead of us all doing like a show, he was like, all right, just come to one of the open mics. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then I ended up taking another class at Blacktop, and I got up and actually did stand up there for a while.
Got it. Yeah, I wouldn't like that experience. I had an experience like that for a night class at Sac State, which was great. Teacher didn't show up. We all got passed. Hooray. But for this, I'd have felt the same as you. Like, nah, the whole point in me taking the class was to go up on stage with the new people and then not do completely horrible. So if it was like, just go to a mic and we'll be fine. That wasn't it. But I thought it was cool. It was like our class probably had like 5 to 6 people in it. And then just sitting in there with those people, we're all going to go up on the same day. I'm already committed to do it, so I have to. It's like the first time I went zip lining, I wasn't going to do it. I was suited up and I had all the stuff on. I was like, I'm not doing this shit. This is crazy.
Right?
And then the worker, he grabbed this like 13-year-old child and was like, you're going first. And she was like, oh my God. She went first. And I was like, all right, so if I don't go, then I'm just going to go a vagina. So I went and then it was all good. But sometimes like the pressure like that of failing in front of your peers is a great motivator.
Okay. Good to know.
Plus, it was the thing I liked about going up with other new people is we all sucked. Yeah. So, and it was a very welcoming thing. Plus, Robert Best was in the audience, who will laugh at anything. Thank God.
Oh, did that guy make it during COVID? Is he still around? I haven't seen him.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What question is that? What? That's a valid question.
That guy died.
I didn't say that. I said, did he make it?
Yeah, he made it.
Well, come out, Robert Best, to our shows if you listen to us.
Yeah, come out to Danny D's Sweet Nine where she gets in a fight with somebody that wants to watch a baseball game.
Oh, because I told the lady to shut her mouth.
All right, so I was telling Ryan this, but all right, first of all, Danny, explain it how you think it went.
Well, Ryan, I will tell you I was a little drunk.
Okay.
But a woman came in to the bar and she was watching the game and she was talking to this gentleman who did not even technically want to really talk to her. He was just being nice because I know him. But she was talking very loudly and I was like, hey, you with the beanie on, shut the fuck up. Like, we're doing a comedy show. I walked over there. I walked over there behind her, I think, actually.
No.
I don't know what I did. I don't know. But that's not what happened.
Close to what
That's
happened.
not even close.
No.
I don't know what happened. I don't know then.
Oh God. Tell her, Nick. That was so great.
So
I don't know.
So it started. So first off, there was feedback with the mic. So every now and then, like you'd hear this loud thing. So she got down off the stage and started, sort of mingling. There was the woman that was at the bar, as she said. And Danny D did say, hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Then she said, are you serious? And Danny D said, yeah, I'm dead fucking serious. You can leave right now.
Oh, yeah. I said, we're all here for a comedy show. And if you're not, you can leave right now.
Yeah.
And then the girl again said, are you serious? And she said, I'm dead serious. Yes, you can leave.
Hey, I'm hardcore, man.
And
I don't even know I said all that to her.
Ryan, I just have to say, that's how it started. Yeah.
That's not the end?
No.
Man, I'm a gangster. I didn't even know.
What?
I feel pretty confident with my friends around, though. Like, we could have taken her. No problem.
That's how you control a room. Like, for real. I've been in places where they be in the background just having a rap battle. And you just do it. But Danny was, that's what's up. Does your friend, you said you knew the guy that was talking to her, right?
Yeah. Well, he's just a regular guy who comes into the bar all the time. Like, I don't know him, but I know who he is. But he was just like, I'm not going to not talk to her. She's a nice lady.
Right. Did you cockblock him at all or not?
No, he wasn't getting any. She wasn't there to get his cock. She probably wanted to drink and wanted to vent to strangers about her because she wasn't a regular. So, I mean, I'm an alcoholic. I'm in that bar all the time.
Oh, so that's your bar. Like you venture there.
A lot of, yeah. These are my bars. All of them. So, yeah, get the fuck out of here. If you're not here for comedy, get the fuck out. Go, leave. Bye.
That was awkward. And then two other things.
Was it awkward or was she quiet?
She was quiet.
It
After
sounds
that.
like,
Thank
sounds
you.
like it was awkward, but good awkward. I mean, awkward for her, but
Yeah,
like
shut your fucking mouth.
Awkward for her and pretty much everybody in the bar.
Nobody was awkward. I wasn't.
By the way, Danny D, when you light that, it looks like you're smoking a crack pipe.
it does. That does look real pooky. That does look real pooky-ish.
Yeah. So then,
twist it too?
no, that's meth.
That's meth.
Oh, that's not crack.
No, that's meth.
Oh.
Meth is the twist.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm concerned, Danny, that Nick and Gabe responded so fast. That's the
well, Nick
Like-
used to be a huge addict, but
so concerned.
I've never smoked. I smoked DMT out of a glass pipe once, but I
Is that
couldn't smoke meth right, so I just didn't.
Oh, I've done so many drugs in my life. Like
Yeah,
Is DMT is that the frog butt thing or nah? Is that something different?
it
that's
might
the
be.
Joe Rogan thing.
I don't know.
But no, you're correct. The frog butt that you're talking about does produce DMT.
Got it. Okay.
I like that frog butt then for sure.
Shit, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Danny's
you know what?
awkward mic.
I'm not a nice person sometimes, and if you're loud and we're at a bar, like I told a guy last night, hey, we're at a bar following our dreams. You're at a bar alone on a Wednesday night drinking. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
God damn!
Like that's
I went to Boston and I came back a
wish I
different
could've seen
person.
that.
All right.
I wish I could have seen that.
I recorded it. I'll send it to you.
Please
my
do.
God.
I will.
And then one thing Danny did that kind of freaked me out was when she was bringing Nick Mickelson up, whatever.
Michelson, learn his name.
When she was bringing Nick up,
Uh-huh.
she was staring at me the whole time during that intro.
Why?
I don't know.
Why was
I don't know. But the way you were wording it is I was really fearful you were about to say me because you were like,
I would
yeah.
never.
You were like, yeah, give this next guy a round of applause. By the way, making eye contact.
Yeah.
Give this next guy a round of applause. You know, he hasn't been up in a while. So we just need to be supportive of him. And then when she said Nick, I was like, oh, fuck me. And then she said Michelson, and I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, when I said like little brother I'd fuck or something like that, or little brother I fucked or whatever I said, like you thought it was still you?
You were looking into my eyes the whole time.
I love intimacy with people.
I can appreciate the concentration.
I love eye contact.
of her staring at you to make sure she didn't mess it up because
And
I've been called Ryan Jones before, like
and
while
I-
they're looking at me. So
I couldn't look at Nick or Gabe or anyone else because I would just be laughing too hard. So I had to like lock eyes with someone who I knew would keep me focused. And that was you. You were my support system, Nick.
Aww. Aww.
Yeah, and then Gabe had his mic cut out during the punchline. That was great.
I know. I was like, fuck. It was like literally on the. I was like, God damn it.
Which joke?
And then that old guy dressed like Freddy Krueger.
You mean my third husband, Sonny?
Your third husband. I love Sonny. He came up and he was like,
You don't love him. I do.
He came up. He goes, "Are you talking shit?" And I was like, and I just leaned in and I was just like, "Yeah, you want to stand up here and talk shit with me?" And he goes, "All right." And he just stood for a little bit, dude. And
Yeah, he stood by the speaker and he was like, and I was like, "It's okay, you can go by." And he was like, "No, I'm just gonna make sure he does okay." And I was like, "Okay, all right."
Dude, he really was dressed like Freddy Krueger. Like that's not a lie.
Yeah, that's how he dresses.
Was
He
it
had
early
red and green
Halloween?
striped sweater and a brown brim hat.
Yeah, no, that's his look.
He's 90. That's how they dressed back in the day.
Oh shit!
And I love him to death. He's
Freddy Krueger stole his style then, like this
Maybe.
Yeah.
doing it before Freddy Krueger. Wow,
There you go. That's a good way of saying it.
talk about gentrification.
So, Ryan, I got one more question for you. One thing to
Only
talk
one?
about.
God damn! All right.
Well, no, because then we're going to get to 5 questions in a row.
Oh shit! Okay.
Have you ever? Okay.
What?
Yeah,
Where you
Danny.
know? Go, Danny.
Yeah, but not since 2020.
What?
Go ahead.
What are you going to say, Danny?
I was gonna ask a question that you were gonna ask, so I'm just gonna shut my mouth like a good girl and let you do your job.
Are you sure I was going to ask it?
Hey, have you ever listened to our podcast?
Oh, no, we're not getting into that yet.
Okay, see, shut up then.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't answer that yet, Ryan. She jumped ahead because,
That's why I shut up.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to explain myself next time.
It's so passive aggressive.
All right. Your Insta is full of funny videos.
Thank you.
I've noticed. Do you? And what's funny is you do something that. What's his name? Danni. Who was the comedian we had on that wanted to get in your pants?
All of them?
Gabe?
No, the one that made you blush.
Hey.
Which one? I don't know. Was he from here?
Yeah, we did it live. Fuck, he's pretty big.
Oh, Lance Woods?
Yeah, Lance Woods.
Oh yeah.
So-
man. Okay.
I wouldn't. Yeah, okay.
No, he wanted to fuck you.
Okay.
And you were blushing. You probably
Okay.
would have let him. But no, you do something that Lance Woods does, which is like you put up comical videos pretty much on the regular. I'm wondering, do you get a lot of like traction with those, and do they just come off the fly, or do you like prepare for them?
Sometimes it depends on the topic. Like sometimes I'll see something dope and I can write about it immediately. Or then sometimes I'll have to put it in like an archive or whatever. And then I'll have to go back to it if I'm just running low. Like I haven't done one in probably a couple of weeks now. I go back to the archive and put something together. But sometimes things just stick out. Like there was this meme that said something along the lines of donating blood in high school was like the biggest dope fiend flex ever. And I was like, oh shit, like we really had to like donate blood in high school. The truck came through. So I did a big rant on it because it was ridiculous, right? So then, I mean, as far as like traction goes, I primarily, I know that for like promotion for some people, I just like doing it. I think they're good writing practice. Some of my friends, they'll take them and share them, but people will follow me from it. Like, yo, this is great. I did one video about Crossroads and Bone Thugs and Harmony, and about how no one knows any of the words in Crossroads except for I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. Nobody knows the words.
Meet me at the crossroads.
And this one woman, Maria Ferreira, she's like a huge Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. I used her video for the video. And she's like, oh my God, thanks, and like shared it. So it was cool. So some of them are off the fly, and then some of them are like, yo, I want to write on this a little bit more. Sometimes it's like a mood. I can do them pretty fast if it's just like a meme thing. Like someone had like an old guy when we first got the QR codes when we didn't have menus, we were open. And then the old guy was like, I'm not gonna pull up a menu on my phone. I want this rant.
Me neither.
Right. I want this rant about how I'd rather die than pull up a menu on my phone. Like I'm not here to build a menu.
Give me a fucking menu.
Exactly. So people like me and Danny like to eat. Like, so they love they love the videos for like those particular reasons. So I'll try to do one that's just related to something different, just depending on how I feel. I like doing them. I think the traction's cool. I've seen Lance's. Lance did a great one last night. He had Magic Johnson talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Man. So he's dope. He's dope. So
he's been hella working hard on it. So
absolutely. I'd like to do more of them. I'm glad you checked them out. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. They're fucking hilarious.
He becomes a stalker when you are a guest on our podcast.
That's cool, man. I need the stalking. Sometimes I like when I can.
I love a stalker.
I need more stalkers, honestly. Male, female, trans, raccoon, whatever.
Everyone. McRibs, McDonald's McRibs. Yeah, they could track you.
I don't know what's worse. McRibs was on pizza. I'm not sure which one of those are worse, but.
Well, I'm going to feed you a McRib one day.
Tell me more. Is it 11 a.m. to 1 a.m.?
I will feed you it between 11 a.m. I'm not going to feed it to you. I'll buy it for you. And then we'll go to your house or something. And we'll eat McRibs together. And then you'll be like, fuck, I was wrong.
Okay, shit.
That's it. That's all we're going to do.
All
fuck,
right.
I was wrong. You're going to pay.
And they'll be like, oh, you got some sauce on your titties. And she's like, oh, I guess I have to take this shirt off.
Oh,
No.
Jesus.
No, probably not.
I have sauce. I'll put some sauce. And then it was just like this whole thing.
Yeah. Then everyone's putting shit on my titties and I'm just like, fuck.
And then Gabe's like, did you guys order this pizza? And then
Yeah. And then, Dylan comes in with some pickles and is like, I want to try pickles for the first time. Yeah.
Just becomes a food stuffed bukkake. Jesus Christ.
Man, yeah. And then I can sell it on my OnlyFans for guys that like to watch people eat. Yeah.
Feeders.
Dude, is that big? People pay to see like you eat, Danny?
Yes.
Like you have a video like that?
No, I really wish they did. I'm really slacking on all of my phone sex and my OnlyFans. I've really just been kind of focusing on comedy.
That's good though.
Yeah, but I need to make some money. So if anyone out there is listening and wants to give me some, Venmo me or Cash App me at RadChick4Ever. I'm broke and I like to do things for money if you need it done.
Also, check out the show notes. They will have a link to her OnlyFans.
It's not updated. Just send me money directly.
The 11 p.m. slot is taken. Just so they know.
By Ryan Holloway. I think when I met you, I told you Ryan was my favorite name.
You did. And did you tell a joke with that too? Was there something there?
No, that's just truth. Like Ryan is my favorite name.
Damn, I thought there was like something.
I mean, I'm sure I'm always saying something funny.
You said some gangster shit too, and I was like, ooh. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, she was probably drunk. She does that.
Okay.
She was probably like, Ryan's my favorite name because people named Ryan got big dicks. Do you got a big dick? What are you working with?
My favorite name is Ryan, asshole. You already know that.
Well, okay. So Danny D, what was the question you were going to ask before?
Hey, Ryan, have you ever listened to this podcast?
I have not listened to this podcast yet. I have not.
Okay.
Well,
that's good.
Don't worry. Nobody does. So I hope you're not getting exposure, wanting exposure. I mean, we're exposing you to our tens of listeners.
Hey, I listened to this fucking podcast. And I listened last week when you guys talked shit about me, FYI. We're going to talk about that afterwards.
I actually wasn't aware that it was a thing quite yet. I met Danny. She didn't tell me there was a podcast. I didn't tell Gabe I had a podcast because it just doesn't. It comes.
Yeah, we don't want to like humble brag.
But now I know it's a thing. Like I'm going to tune in. Like I have to. I don't have a choice. I'm on here now.
I don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice. I'm here now.
Yep.
I made it to the top. I got invited somewhere. Being invited somewhere is dope. Like I reposted that shit. People are like, "Oh, you're blowing up!" Like, bro, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So shit, I'm happy as shit. Like Gabe's like, "Hey, Nick's gonna reach out to you." Who's Nick? Excited as shit.
Oh man,
excited as shit. So
that's
hey, man,
funny.
I'm all for it.
That's so funny.
All right. So what we do at this point is we do something called Inside the Comic Studio.
Dun dun dun! Brilliant.
Thank you. Don't be changing it up now. We've done it for 3 fucking years, Danny.
I forgot what I did. It's been a while.
For you, yeah. So before we get into it, though, Ryan, plug social media, plug your podcast, where they can find it, plug any shows you got coming up, plug whatever the fuck you want, really.
All right, got it. You can find me at Ryan Humor on Instagram. It's exactly spelled the way it's spelled, Ryan Humor. The English way. So not the French way, not the European way, the extra U. Only one U. RYANHUMOR. Same thing at Twitter, Ryan Humor. My YouTube channel is also Ryan Humor. But you gotta type in like Ryan Holloway and Humor because the algorithm pulls up like Ryan Reynolds if you type Ryan Humor, which is out hustle. So I gotta be more popping than Ryan Reynolds for my name to pop up. But anyway, right, Ryan Holloway at Ryan Humor on YouTube. I'm there. I have a show coming up on November 9th with Gabriel Alexander at Tommy T's, November 9th at 7 o'clock.
Hey.
We also have another show with the infamous Gabriel Alexander on October 29th. It's going to be at Hype Bar. That'll be at 7 p.m. That's a free show. You come
Wait,
through.
is it the Halloween show?
The Halloween show.
Why am I?
I didn't throw that. I didn't throw that one. I gave that whole venue, the whole hype. I gave it all to Jordan.
I'm not going to be in time. I'm not going to be in town.
You like complain about not being on it and you're not going to be here. What a flex. What a flex. Unbelievable. You're so popping. So yeah, that's it. I think and then our podcast is at Uncut Gems Mixtape. It is on iTunes, Spotify, all the platforms that matter. Your platform doesn't matter. It might not be on there. So I use like Spotify. I don't know what's been going on, but like some of my listeners are like, yo, your podcast isn't available on this thing anymore. And I'm like, well, get off your like auntie's podcast platform and like get just something else if you can't find it. So that recently happened too. So shout out to all my listeners. Shout out to all the Gag On This listeners. That's where I'm at. We outside.
Actually, yeah, we outside.
We can go outside, put a mask on, get a shot, and then you can. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't even get Danny D started on mask. She ripped mine off.
Oh, okay, that's understandable.
By the way, I would have loved it if Gabe was like, "Yeah, we can put you on the show after you bitched and moaned, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to be here, so thank you.
No, dude, I didn't even put that show together.
Okay, all right, okay, that's it. That's all.
Yeah, she's not going to be here anyway, so fuck her.
No, that's not.
Oh shit, she's getting pissed.
She's obviously an intimidating personality because Gabe started explaining shit and dropping things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I scared the shit out of Gabe. Are you kidding me? I scared the fucking daylights out of Gabe, and that's how I like it.
All right, Gabe, what do you got to plug?
Like Ryan said, our show on the 29th at the Hype Bar and Grill. I believe doors open at 7. I'm not sure if doors open at 7 or the show's at, but you could find it on my page or Ryan's page. It's all over our stories. What I was gonna say, yeah, you can find my Twitter, my IG are G_Alexander 209. And then we have Tommy T's November 9th. So that we're trying to pack that place out too. There's a lot of 209 comics on that one. So we want to pack that up. Yeah. And that one starts at 7 because a lot of people didn't show up to the last one because they thought doors opened at 7. It actually starts at 7 p.m. And that's it.
And come through the Hype Bar on Sunday because we really just be in there either having like a writer studio or in there just dropping like 10 minutes
Sundays
for no reason. Yeah,
on Sundays, yeah, for our mic.
Oh yeah, because there ain't shit going on here in Sac on Sundays.
Yo, come through.
So we have the hype. We have the hype on Sundays, and then Poppy Coffee. Jordan runs that one too.
Jordan runs everything. Yeah, I'm not. Tuesdays are busy for me. It's a mental health day.
Come through Sunday.
I got that.
Sunday though.
Sunday, definitely. Please.
Okay.
Especially because with Poppy, it starts at like 6 and we only have like about 2 hours in there. But Hype, it's gonna go as long as people are in there.
Yeah, I like Hype Bar. They let me do impromptu karaoke with my friends last time.
Super cool. Oh no, they're cool. No, yeah, and Angie's really cool though.
Yeah, that was a cool bar.
All right, Danny, what do you got to plug?
Hey, you guys, I'm funny, so check me out. And, I'm everywhere. I'm at every shitty open mic that I can get to, and I am trying to get on every show I can. I don't know what life brings from day to day, so limited time only. Get Danny D while she's back in Sacramento because she might not be here that long.
For real?
And don't be sad when I'm gone.
So that's a thing. Like that's gonna...
It might be a thing.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
So
I don't know what's going on, but it sounds positive, and I wish you the best.
I just spent like a month in Boston, technically, kind of speaking, and so more than likely I'm moving out there. Yeah, so I could be mean to people out there because I'm done being mean to people here. It's just too easy. You guys are too sensitive. I got to go to the East Coast and hurt some feelings.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter at the Big Nick J. It is popping. We're getting in fights over Dave Chappelle. It's exciting.
Are you outside? You outside on your Twitter?
Oh, we're all outside.
What is that like? Is that like a catch me outside type thing, or is it like, hey, we outside, we doing shit?
Were you not listening to the beginning of this podcast?
The whole podcast?
She was doing her face.
I drank. No, I wasn't.
That's true.
I drank a lot and I spilt my drink and I'm still waiting. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
I'll explain it to you. I'll do my best. So Cash Me Outside, how about that? That's Bad Baby. That was like 2016. It's not the same thing. I think what ended up happening was everyone wanted to be outside really bad. And eventually we got outside and then songs were made called We Outside. Tory Lanez has a song, We Outside. Meek Mill has a song called We Outside. Uncle Murder has a song called We Outside.
Uncle Murder has
a song called We Outside.
All right. Lost me there.
Check this out. I was saying this so much, I had to look into it because I'm like, I feel like Nixon asked why I keep saying this shit. That's the only reason I know Uncle Murder has a song because I'm on YouTube and typed in We Outside and saw Uncle Murder, Tory Lanez, and Meek Mill. Tory Lanez song is the best one. Uncle Murder one's kind of whack, but We Outside. Everyone's excited to just be outside. Mask off, mask on.
Mask off, no condoms. Let's go.
Yeah, so we out. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. We outside.
Okay, we outside.
You should, when you go to Boston and you touch down, you get off the plane, be like, we outside. Somebody like, we fuck with her immediately. I promise. Do it.
Someone was like, hey, are you a sack maniac? And I was like, nope, I'm not that cool. I was like, but if that's the gang I were to join, that would be the thing. A maniac? That's fucking awesome. Sack maniacs. Ooh.
That's the thing?
I guess.
Yeah, they call themselves the Sacromaniacs.
Oh, is it the Sacromaniac? I got to learn the gang before I join it.
Oh, I get it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
916.
Hey, why are you thinking about it so hard?
I was like,
Gabe's
I was trying to think like, I'm thinking like, here's the thing, like, I grew up in real gang neighborhoods, and it's just like I've never ran into a gang that was a legit that like that just made up a weird name. Like it just makes me think of like a club or like, you know what I mean?
I mean, that sounds like a really cool fucking gang. Like
I bet, is it a biker gang? Because that makes sense if it's a biker gang. That sounds like a biker gang name.
That's a good biker gang name.
I'm gonna have to look more into it. I'll be back with details.
You come back, you just have Sacromaniac on your neck. We're like,
9-1 sickness.
Fire.
Jesus. Rob has a podcast, Stand Up Dads. Look into it or not, whatever.
He's not here. We're not promoting our other people. You're not here. You don't get to promote it.
All right. Yeah. Fuck them. Inside the Comic Studio is brought to you by Anavi Market. It's seen on Forbes, The Today Show, a bunch of places. Premium vetted and verified CBD and hemp products, including capsules, oils, topicals, even shit for your pets. So, yeah, you can get them loaded. Even though it's CBD, it doesn't get you loaded. I just have to say that, preface that for legal reasons. Click the link in the show notes. You'll save 15% off your next purchase. Okay. So, inside the Comic Studio, Ryan, we ask all comedians the same 5 questions. First question is first joke that landed well.
First joke that landed well, it was like this... It was this grocery outlet joke that I wrote. Do I tell the joke here?
Yeah.
Or okay, it was like.
I mean, if you just want to give the premise.
Oh, it's funny. Okay, like it just seems.
Yeah.
You don't have to stand up or anything. You don't have to stand up or anything.
No, it was like basically it was this. It was my concept. It was my concept of that the employees at the grocery outlet aren't dope because the employees of the grocery outlet are shit because the employees from the grocery outlet get hired from like an employee outlet, and basically it's like they go to speak to a recruiter. And
an employee outlet, I like it.
And they're like, "Where do you like?" Tell us about your background. And they're like, "All right, well, I got fired from my job eating paint, and I got fired from Arby's."
I love Arby's.
They're like, "Okay, we got it. Grocery outlet, bargain market," and they send them to work. It's just like, and I wrote it because I went to grocery outlet, and this lady was like following me around grocery outlet, like I was going to steal something from a grocery outlet. And I was like, "This is weird." And it was just like the same day that I had like my first day of like the comedy class. I was like, "There's a story in here somewhere." And then when I said it. And I said the jingle, people like, oh, and they laughed. And I was like, oh shit, I can write a joke. And then looking back on it, I was like, this joke's horrible. But for me, that shit was popping at the time. I was very excited about it. So that was the first one I had written. It was a grocery outlet joke. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Next question. Favorite thing about your local comedy scene?
Man, I'm super excited about how, let me not say super excited. That's so interview style. I love how inclusive like the 209 people are. Like, just it's weird. Like I go places or whatever, and like some places are just bigger, so they don't recognize you. That's just how life is. Like it's not like people shun you, but like because the 209, because the Stockton area is so small. Like whenever I go places, these dudes are like, "Hey, yo, go here or go there. We'll be here. We'll be there." Like I kind of love that, you know. When I first started in SAC, I just didn't know anybody. Man, when I would go places. The line would be like wild and I had like work the next day or whatever. So that's why I was at Monty's with Asia May a lot because I can get on and actually show up, get on there, do like 5 to 10 minutes because no one was there. Yeah. But Stockton, it being so like small, like running to like Gabe and Nick and Jordan, all of them, Mark, I find a lot more information just by like running into them. So I love how inclusive it is and like the competition. Like I think we push each other a little bit harder to be like, yo, you should do this or you should do that. You should accept this joke. And not everyone's receptive, you know what I mean? But like people I'm close with, like Gabe, a couple other people I can say like, yo, you should do this in this joke. I don't hate you because I'm telling you that you should do this. I just think it's funnier. And we have that like vibe. So I like the inclusivity and that everyone just wants to see everybody do better. In fact, Gabe gave me a tag for a joke that I've been using. It's great. I fucked up the tag on Tuesday. And I was like, bro, I messed up the tag. It's all good. We had a good night. So that's
why you should drive out to the mic tonight and fix it. Take Gabe with you. Bring Gabe out. That's why I moved the podcast up so that we can have the mic on time.
The dope thing about
it is it? What mic is it?
Players.
I know. I just heard it earlier.
Players.
Oh, are you hosting that for Taylor tonight?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I forgot.
Yes.
Okay.
Like repeating information I was given earlier. Like,
You had to do it. I have to do it. We all have to do it, I guess.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, this is not the beginning. This is more towards the end. I just want to say.
But you
This
will
is like
remember.
It's like a Quentin Tarantino style podcast. Like we start from the end and we work towards the beginning.
It's like Memento.
Yeah.
All right, next question. The exact opposite. One thing you dislike and would like to see changed in the local scene.
Man, I think that there just needs to be honestly like more consistency, right? So what I appreciate about Gabe, even though he only has like a scooter, is that he's down to go wherever the work is at. Yeah. Where I feel like sometimes it's like if certain people don't show up somewhere, we can't get some shit done. So that's why I'm like, I don't mind going to Sac or going to Livermore or going to Modesto because I'm gonna get these jokes off. But I think sometimes there's like a comfortability of like, oh, we'll just do it tomorrow or we'll just do it whenever. But that could improve. But when it comes to like improvement overall, that shit I'm worried about on my own. When I was younger, I played a lot of basketball. If my friends didn't want to ball where we were at, I'm going to go to a gym where we're going to play. Like, I'm not going to like call people like, oh, we got to play 5. We need 5. Fuck that. Like, I'll go play in Livermore. I'll go play in Sac, like whatever. So I think consistency could be there. But when it comes to art, everyone has their own like ebb and flow of how they do things, which is something I've noticed after being more involved. There's some people that are like just really, compulsive about what they do. And they're really like methodic. And some people are more just like free with it. Like I'll show up, when I do this, when I do it. So if that's your method, that's fine. I think so. I mean, my improvement, I guess suggestion would be commitment, but that's not consistency, but that's not really something you could like force on people. You know what I mean?
All right. You can force commitment on people.
I mean, that's how you get cheated on.
I was really good at cheating. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
Oh, yes, I was.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I could tell you, especially. I would be able to tell when you was cheating. I would be able to tell.
Wow.
Because the way Nick was just mentioning Lance, and then you talking about blushing, you went into your phone, and then you was just, I could just, if you came on too flushed, then I could tell you too flushed. Blushed.
All right. Okay. All right. That's true.
Yeah. Next question. What is the next? Oh yeah. Favorite local comedian.
Like, do they have to be like a certain like star level or
no? Just like if I were to say,
it could be anyone that you know that you admire.
Yeah, like if I'm like
only one.
Hey, who should I see in the 209?
Gabe. Like period. And here's the thing. Wait, this isn't gas. Right?
Say less.
This isn't gas, right? Because you know who's dope. Like you know who's really dope. Like my second favorite is probably like Nick Michelson, right? But like Gabe always has new shit when I see him. Like regardless, he always has new shit. He's always on stage. So like when you go with Gabe, honestly, when I keep on like you don't know what you're gonna get because he may be working on something new, or maybe Asian hate joke. But regardless,
oh dude, that one hit like 3 times in a row. It didn't do good. I was like, fuck.
And another reason why is because when I say his name, he's the local person I know that has the most shows. So you did 5 total this month, give or take 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's what he's doing, Ryan.
So if I was to send somebody, if I was like, yo, go see this guy, the guy's got to be booked, right? So he's booked.
Yeah, go see the Artie Valenzuela of fucking 209.
And Artie's Venezuela is like a 415. He's not even a 916.
Oh, he's not. That's right. No. I just thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 415. Fuck him.
I know he's 707. Whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Last question. Advice to new comedians.
If you haven't been on stage, then you just got to get on stage because there's no preparation for that. Like there's not. You just got to you don't have to take a class like me and Nick took. If you want to do that and lead to getting on stage, fine. But outside of that, get on stage. If you haven't gone on stage yet, there's also this secret that no one knows unless you've done it once. You've been in one mic. If it's your first time, everyone's gonna clap and give you a pat on the back anyway. Like if you bomb your first time, you're probably not gonna know because everyone's gonna say it's a person's first time. Danny D may tell you suck, but no one else is gonna tell you suck.
Yeah.
Danny
Very
D
true.
said,
That's very true.
Danny D is. and for anyone that's already been on stage, I'm still new in the game. I don't have like a wealth of knowledge, but anyone that's new in the game, if they have been on stage, I would just say keep writing. Even if you have nothing to write, just keep writing. I can tell the difference between when I'm out and I'm around people that do write versus people that like don't write. And I know a common question people get is like, where do you find time? Or what if I have writer's block? Like me personally, I set a timer for 10 minutes every day and just write whatever. Like if it's a rewrite of something or if it's just whatever. Like,
do you have that time frame between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m.? About 10 minutes of writing?
You know what? It's super funny because
I want to move it.
I was going to I was going to put a call back in what I was saying.
Yeah.
Use the callback.
Yeah.
Interrupted my callback for the callback. You know what? I take my answer back. Don't go see Gabe. Go see Danny D.
Hey, no one's ever seen
callback game. Damn it. Callback game. So yeah, I would just anyone that's like struggling to write or you've been on stage, just keep writing and it's gonna come to you. I saw this thing about Stephen King was saying when he writes for the first 10 minutes, it's just complete shit. Then after 10 minutes, that's when like the magic happens. And I noticed that as well. I'm not Stephen King. When you start writing and like nothing's coming out, eventually you're like, okay, all right, this is gonna work, or it doesn't. And then you got a graveyard of stuff that doesn't make any sense. And then 5% of it ends up on stage, and the other 95% of it, you go back to it and you read, and you're like, all right, now I know how to say this. So I have a porn joke that I tell. I wrote it in like January, but I didn't really know how to say it. I didn't understand it really. And I just started doing it in September. So I think that's why like writing is so important because you can get those thoughts out that you don't really understand at the time. Then with something that may happen where it's like, okay, this sounds like that. You could tie it all the way back in. So if you haven't been on stage yet, get on stage. If you're on stage, keep writing. That's the advice.
Nice.
Definitely. And you guys have to see that joke is my top 3 of his. I love that joke. It's such a funny joke. I'm not gonna butcher it on here.
Good.
You
Don't
guys
tell
see him
his
live?
Jokes.
No. If you guys see him, do you see how she just starts with like, yeah, don't like, God damn. No, but you guys got to see it. It's such a funny joke. It really is. It really is funny.
Nice.
All right. Well,
all right.
Come out to the mic tonight at Players, and I'll check it out.
Danny, do you still have time to chill for a bit? Because I have one random topic that I would love to get your.
Yeah. And then I'm going to give you my feedback on the last podcast, assholes.
Oh, why don't you do it now? Do it now.
Not you. You got Ryan.
Yeah, it's me.
You're not. It's Nicholas.
Oh.
You know, you told me to log back in randomly. It'd be great. And then you guys just made fun of Abigail and I. Fuck you guys.
That was the whole point. I told you it was going to be a shit show.
You wouldn't know anyone if it wasn't for me.
Okay, so Gabe, Ryan, let me just.
I built you.
I fucking made you, Nick.
Put this together.
So, Ryan, Gabe, and for the listeners that may not know, I think it was 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Danny D was in New York with Abigail Nolan, who we've had on, hilarious chick. Now, she said she was going to be, big tits, as Danny just said.
We had a great time.
So Danny said she was going to hop on. Now, considering Danny D and Abigail just did a podcast together live, I assumed they were going to be in their home doing the podcast as professional podcasters would. No. I get a call from her. She's doing Zoom on the phone. She's on acid. Abigail is drunk as shit.
We're both on acid. No.
Oh, she didn't say she was on acid.
Yeah, we were both on acid. You're going to call me out. That bitch was too.
Okay, so they were both on acid. And it was a shit show and a half. And hold on. Then they said they were going to go out and just do whatever people do on acid.
Karaoke.
Oh, karaoke. And I said, call back in. I think it would be funny. And they did, and it was hilarious.
And then you were just like meh, about Danny D. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Then when they logged off, all of us were just like, good Lord, that was a shit show. Because it was the greatest shit show in the world.
I bet. Yeah.
All the guys all the guys are like, you know what? I want to call my daughters, tell them I love them.
But no, Dan, I hope you didn't get offended. I was just ribbing you.
No,
It was.
I don't give two shits. I'm mean enough to you. It's fine.
It was extra funny because Danny D. Well, you two have met her. Danny D. really doesn't. She can't modulate her vocal tones, so she's like always yelling.
Right.
On the streets of New York, she is talking on the phone on Zoom, and she's pretty much yelling like, "Yeah, we're doing a bunch of drugs, blah 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 blah." And then you see Abigail Nolan like waving to somebody who literally walked by as Danny D yelled, "Yeah, we're going to go do some drugs."
I had never been into New York. We were in Times Square and I was like, fuck it. Here we go. And like, we were high as shit.
Yeah, she started the conversation as
Great
women
time.
are iridescent.
And I still stick by that fucker.
But it was all in love, Danny. I apologize.
Was that your first time doing acid?
No. Oh, sure. Yeah, it was my first time.
Was it the 10th time or like the 75th time?
Oh, no. Like the 8th time, 9th time.
Okay.
8th or 9th. I just started doing it like 2020.
So that being the 8th time, where would you rank this experience among the 8? Like, would this be like top 3?
No.
Was it 5, 8?
No. It'd be like 8, 7 or 8.
What time was the best time?
Going down the river with my buddy Stephen Milani.
That's dope.
Was that government Steven? The one that is that the government guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been fun as shit.
Yeah. That's my guy. That's
Damn.
he's my
shaman.
know. He's my everything. He's my shaman. Oh yeah.
That's
I do everything with him. I see him all the time, every day.
Smoking with Mike Tyson. Jeez.
He'll be so honored. I'll let him know. Yeah, you ever want to hang out with us and do some acid? Let's go.
Man, that guy's great. I love talking.
Hey, you know what, dude? Cam and Matt Medina and Cam.
BTW boys.
Oh my God, they gave me some acid that.
We're not. Hey,
dude,
hey,
it was crazy, man.
Hey.
Try theirs.
Hey,
try theirs.
That's not even a thing that they do anymore, Gabriel.
Yeah, they're clean and sober. They're
not.
Oh, but that was a long time ago. I don't know.
But it was a long time ago, and that's not where you go to get hallucinogenics. You go to your local drug dealer.
I didn't say to go get them from them. I'm saying a time that I did acid. That's who I was doing it with.
Yeah,
that's
that shit was nuts, and that shit was fucking nuts. I had. Yeah, we're not.
All right, so let's get to the random topic because I know Danny has to leave soon.
Yeah.
I just found this, and Danny, you have a teenage girl. Gabe, you have 3 girls. So I want you guys to know that Teen Vogue is all about the anal sex.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and by the way, this is a real article that was in Teen Vogue.
When it comes to your body.
So.
I was reading it.
Well, read it out loud then.
No, I'm not a good reader out loud.
Right, basically, so it starts off with, when it comes to your body, it's important that you have the facts. Being in the dark is not doing your sexual health or self-understanding any favors.
I completely agree with that.
So there's a couple lines I want to read because I think they're gold. It's important that we talk about all kinds of sex because not everyone is having or wants to have quote unquote penis in the vagina sex.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that. That's straightforward.
So if you do have quote unquote penis in the vagina sex and are curious about something else or are finding that type of sex is not for you and you'd like to explore other options, it's helpful to know the facts. And they go into anal sex.
Okay.
So, they talk about what is anal sex. Anal sex, though often stigmatized, is a perfectly natural way to engage in sexual activity. It is.
Yeah, I agree.
So is it safe? Yes, of course it's safe. Fucking A. So does it hurt? Well, it can feel great, which is why many people include it as a regular part of their sex life. You hear that, women? It is a regular part of their
I would
sex
agree.
life.
Yeah, okay.
Because, there's nothing more near and dear to my heart than teenagers and anal sex.
I
I should probably take that back. That did not sound good.
You've already had the knock at your door once. Just wait for another one, man.
Yeah. Ooh. So things like use plenty of lube. Start with inserting smaller things like a finger. Has anybody ever fingered a butthole? Like I don't.
I have.
Yeah, I have too.
I have.
I thumbed the butt.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thumbed the butt. He said I thumbed the butt.
Hey, he does the bowling, the 3-finger bowling, right?
The two in the pink, one in the stink.
Yeah, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. There you go. Gabe's just trying to play a video game over there. He's like, look.
So Danni D has said that she will never peg anyone and she will lose respect. But the thing is, there is an appeal of anal sex when you have a prostate. It feels good to have the prostate stimulated. This is one of the reasons anal sex when you have a prostate can be very enjoyable. So go ahead, have yourself a prostate-induced orgasm.
Okay.
Oh, and then for ladies,
I don't know, dude.
I think this is ladies again.
You need to fucking go outside.
Well, ladies, listen to this. This is Teen Vogue, by the way. Just because you have a vagina does not mean the anal is off limits. Let me repeat that, ladies. Just because you have a vagina does not mean anal is off limits. You don't need to have.
Fuck.
I just want you guys to know that.
What do you do with your life?
This is I read Teen Vogue, apparently.
He said, all I'm doing is going online and looking up teen anal. That's it.
Yeah, and then getting something on Pornhub that says, oh, we don't think you want to look at whatever you're looking at. If you need help, call this number.
I've gotten that message before, though. I've gone down a dark... Brazzers, man, took me down a dark hole once.
Oh.
Yeah, girls were getting kidnapped in vans. It was kind of hot. I liked it.
God.
I did. I liked it a lot, actually. I'm not going to lie, but I did get that email.
Oh God!
Because I was like, never mind. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
I thought I was a perv.
No.
Danny D is.
I'm a horrible person. I'm not faking it, you know.
It should be noted that you will come into some poop. It says that very explicitly. Personally assure you that you will not poop on anyone during anal sex, though.
Unless you want to.
Yeah. They use
Hot plate.
They charge extra for that, I think.
Did you say that was a hot plate?
I've been told. I found this out 2 weeks ago. I found this out 2 weeks ago. It's called a hot plate.
How did you find that out? How did this come about?
Please. Yeah, please tell us.
If you pay a person to do that for you, then it's called a hot plate. I was telling somebody about my joke.
Okay.
I was telling somebody about my joke that Gabe was talking about, and there's like there's a part where I say something like, "Hey, have you heard about a hot plate?" I was like, "Why would I know?" And I was, "You should say that in the joke." I was like, "I don't think everyone knows what that means."
I got a question.
But, yeah.
Does anal have to be involved in it, or just shitting on someone is called a hot plate?
Nah, that's just just pooping on someone 1, 2, just leaving on them. That's the.
I've hot plated someone.
No way.
I mean,
I've
talked
just so you guys know,
before.
this is going to be the clip.
I've talked about it before. And you know what? No, you know what? Take this out because my son is listening nowadays.
No, where? No, he needs to know.
Well, is he a teen?
Where
Because
did you
according to this thing, he needs to know about this anal sex. It says this is for teens.
Yeah.
He plays video
True.
games. He's not having sex.
That's why Nick did this. This is a public service announcement.
Yeah, Nick, why are you reading this to us?
Because I just want to, first of all, explain to everyone out there that anal play is okay.
We
But
know that. It's
I also
2021.
wanted to read this because I think it's hilarious that a teen magazine is talking about like this is how you have anal sex. It's a teen mag. This is like if Teen Beat were to have an article on anal sex.
Hey, if Teen Beat had an article on anal sex, then a lot of girls wouldn't get their assholes ripped by fucking guys that are trying to stick it in their ass and don't know how to do it.
There you go.
So-
See, I'm educating men too.
Actually,
You know?
I think that this is much more educational than having like
Very.
a teacher put a condom on a banana.
I don't believe any of you. I don't believe any of you. I think this is Nick's clever way of being able to look at teen anal without getting arrested.
No.
Research for podcasts. It's a research.
He likes broken girls. The broken girls, he's like, their assholes are blown out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, that's
broken,
good.
not
Hey,
broke.
good for you,
Broken.
Nick. Broken women are the best.
No, they're not. They're
You mean
horrible.
like physically broken or like
No,
mentally
like
damaged.
let me put it that when Demi Lovato was doing heroin and then she got sober and then she talked about how she had daddy issues and she cut and she has body issues, I was just like, marry me now.
Okay, got it.
Did you see?
When Amanda Bynes got a face tattoo, he was jerking off on his phone.
Oh God, yes.
I'm excited about that.
Amanda Bynes was the perfect.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Did you see Demi Lovato? Demi Lovato said, what was that article that was?
Oh my God, we played that on the radio. How we can't call aliens. We got to call it like, what? Get out of here. Go spend your millions.
Yeah, she was like, that's a hate slur or something. It was so.
We call them extraterrestrials.
Yeah, fuck your face.
No person is an alien.
But have you guys seen her newest photo? Like, she is not looking good at all.
She looks good in that white dress, though. She looks very fuckable.
She popping.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah, no.
The one with the mullet and she's wearing the sunglasses.
Yes.
She's not.
The thick painted on eyebrows.
She can get it, like, regardless. Like, I'm not.
She can get what?
She can get it. Oh, the mullet's not. Yeah,
the mullet's hot. I like that. I think that's sexy.
Okay, yeah, the mullet is. Yeah,
I think that's sexy. I mean, it's not like the worst.
I'm trying to find. There was one photo where she just looks just hideous.
One, you know what? It's the one she's with. She's with Paris Hilton. That's what it is.
Oh, that's my girl.
With Paris Hilton?
Yeah, she's with Paris Hilton.
I wanted to.
So,
Nick, I found it. What's up?
Nick, when it comes to that article, right? Was that like to the left of your Apple swipes? Like that's what popped up for you for news? Like it just teen anal is like, how'd you get this article? I need more information.
So I follow quite possibly the scum of the earth on Twitter. Okay. And we had a guy, Jody B, came on and Po' Boy podcast.
Oh yeah, Philly.
Yeah. So we bond over just like the worst type of shit. And he had
I'm not involved in it.
Yeah. He had shared this article and I opened it up and at first I was like, oh, this is just going to be very generic. But then I read some of the sentences and I was like, yeah, we're talking about this. And by the way, I found the photo.
Yes.
Look at that.
Right there.
Well,
can she get it now, Ryan?
Is that her?
Hey,
that's
why did she have a John Travolta chin put in?
That's not her.
That's her.
That's not her.
That's
Demi Lovato shops with Paris Hilton after calling aliens a derogatory term for extraterrestrials.
Is that what Paris Hilton wore shopping?
The green thing?
Her and I are 39 years old. What the fuck is she wearing? Like, you're going to wear a bright neon green dress with a heart in the middle? Get the fuck out of here, Paris.
That's what you're focused on.
That's what you're for real.
Demi Lovato in that picture looks like she just sells cocaine for a cartel in Arizona.
It looks like she went and had John Travolta's chin put in her chin.
I'm not having a good time with her anymore.
Oh, she can't get it now? She can't get it?
Not anymore. I'm not having a good time. Hey, like among all the pictures Nick you pulled up, I'm like, all these are fine. Like she can get it. Then that one's like,
everyone has that one.
Everybody's got that one.
Everybody's got that one.
Hopefully I'm not popping one day where like all the pictures look dope except for the one. Like,
oh yeah. Did you see that nice picture I got of you, Nick, and put it on my thing and was like, this is for every bad photo, asshole.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. That showed my double chin. All right. That is it, guys. This was a great fucking episode.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. Like, I look forward to coming back again if possible. This is super fun.
Yeah, hopefully we start recording live soon. I'm down. Danny's down. Our co-host probably will not show up. But that's fine. Never do. We got Zoom, but whatever. Ryan, first of all, thank you for coming on. Gabe, thank you for suggesting Ryan. This was a great fucking episode.
Yes.
Everybody, stay safe.
Come to Players.
We outside. Danny, I'll say at 11 a.m.
We outside. Yeah, I'll see you 11 p.m. in Sacramento.
All right, later, guys.
Peace.